So here's my headset review. I tried 3 sets. Here's how I used them: for listening to music while working and programming in the shop, for taking Teams and Zoom calls, to record screen cap videos and voiceover stuff. They were connected to a Windows desktop computer the entire time. What I did not test was total battery life or charging time. I did not test travel durability, and I did not pair them with other devices like laptops, mobile devices. I also didn't do any real active stuff. No running, no workouts, nothing where how well they held to my head was a major consideration. All 3 of them were decently comfortable for extended wear. They were easy to set up. All of them have a detachable mic, which is nice, and all had pretty good sound quality and did a decent job suppressing background noise when I was on Zoom calls and team calls. I specifically asked the people I was on call with, do you hear this noise or that noise coming through my mic in the background? And generally the answer was no, they did fine. So starting in 3rd place, I've got Beyerdynamics MMX 200 wirelesses. These were $250. They had the cushiest ear pads of the 3. They've got some cool orange accents, and they come with a USB-C dongle with a USB adapter. That's pretty much it for pros. Cons, it has annoying sound effects for startup and power down, kind of a sound effect. It takes too long and it's annoying sound. I didn't like that. Has the shortest walkaway range of all the 3 sets. It takes me about 80 steps to get all the way to the farthest back corner of my shop, and these typically dropped off around the 45 step mark. Smallest range of headband adjustment. I had to max out the headband adjustment to get these to work. I almost always wear a hat in the shop, and when I put these on, they still tend to catch the bottom of my ear unless I really pull them down and compress the cushioning on the top band. So not the most comfortable of the 3 sets to wear, but for me, the real deal breaker was the volume wheel is clicky. I'll hold it near my mic. You really hear that inside the left earpiece when you're adjusting the volume and you're wearing it. Also, to mute your mic, you have to press the volume wheel. It says mode, but it actually is how you mute your mic. And there's no labeling on there that indicates that. Noticeably higher threshold of background noise. If I've got these on and they're powered and I don't have music playing, I had a noticeably higher level of just white noise, shop sound, especially here, like the HVAC system and things. I hear them very clearly, much more so than the other 2 sets. So least favorite of the 3 by far. Wouldn't recommend these for anybody who's going to wear them or use them in a machine shop. Set 2 are the Logitech G Pro X2s, also $250. They had the largest headband adjustment. I didn't need to max them out to fit comfortably. They can rotate flat for storage if you care about that. I really don't. They have a tactile mute button, so that's mic active, that's mic muted, and it's got a little colored band so you can see at a glance. And a smooth, silent volume wheel. I didn't even think about that until the first time I put on the Beyers and went to adjust the volume, and immediately was like, oh no, definitely not. So these were definitely a lot better than that. Big downside, controls are all on one side. Everything's jam-packed, and there's basically nothing over here. The Bluetooth sync button and the mute button are similarly shaped and fairly closely placed. Also, power on-off is a switch, which you could snag or bump. The other 2 have a low-profile press to hold, press to activate, press to power down button, and I prefer that. The coiled wires up here, I often will have these on and then go to throw on my safety glasses and just put them on top of my hat. I more often caught them on these coiled wires, putting them on top over my visor. So that wasn't a huge deal, but it was a minor annoyance. Also, the metal ear cup frames, because of the way that they're shaped, when you pick them up, it's pretty easy to get a finger or 2 in here, which is not a problem until you go to put them on, and then you get pinched. This only happened to me a couple of times, but I found it annoying. Overall, for $250, I don't love them. Set 3 are the HyperX Cloud Wireless IIIs. These are the most affordable at $130. They have good ergonomic angled ear cup designs. They fit me well. They cleanly come in under the bottom of my ear. I don't have to pull them down. I didn't have to adjust them. One last thing on the Logitech, because the earpieces can swivel, sometimes when I was wearing them, I felt that I didn't have a great or even seal front to back, and I'd have to adjust them a little bit once I had them on. The HyperX fit me the best of the three. The volume wheel is isolated. It's on one side all by itself. So the controls are well separated. There's no ambiguity. It comes with a USB and USB-C dongle. The Logitech only came with a USB. If you want to connect with USB-C, you have to provide your own adapter. The only con to these is the pads aren't as thick as the Beyerdynamic, and so in just pure blocking out other sound when they're off, the Beyers did the best job of that. If I'm wearing these and I'm not listening to anything, all three sets do a decent enough job of attenuating background noise, air guns, CNC machines running and things, that I don't feel the need to throw in foam plugs. Normally, if I was sitting in the shop and working, I have something in my ears just to attenuate those background noises. Even if I'm not right by a loud machine or working at a CNC, I just want to bring the threshold of sound down so I can think a little more clearly. And all three of them did fine for me for that. So of the three, the HyperX were my clear favorite. They fit me the best. They had the most intuitive controls for me with the least chances of messing things up or mistriggering controls, and sound quality was good. And the price is right at basically half the cost of the other two sets. So that's my review. Thanks for watching.